Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Angular 19. Today we are going to learn about the resource API tutorial. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So the Angular 19 introduces the resource API, a powerful and intuitive way to manage data fetching, track request status, update the data locally. This tutorial will walk you through its core features and practical use cases. The resource API simplifies the data management by fetching the data from the APIs using promises, tracking the request statuses like loading, resolved, and the local, allowing local data updates seamlessly. Let's dive into the examples. Okay, so basic usage of like this is the basic example. So we have to import the resource. Okay, and this is our component, right? And to do resource here you can see that we have defined the resource and with a loader, and it will return the promise, okay, when it is resolved, right? In the constructor we have the effects, and we are going to log this value, so when it will value the status and the error. Okay, let's do some more refinement on that, the explanation. The loader parameter, the loader function fetches the data and returns a promise, right? So the loader function, what it will do, it fetches the data and returns a promise. Writable resource object. The resource function returns a writable resource object with the signals for value, status, and the error. Assess the current value, get the status, whether it's to be loading, resolved, etc. Error retrieves any error encountered during the data fetching. Okay, so next we have the output. Initially, before the promise resolves, it first says its value to be undefined, status loading, then error undefined. Okay, so these are the values it will come. Okay, after the promise resolves, it gives you the value, the status resolved, error undefined. Okay, let's take a look and use that one in our code base. Okay, so whatever we have, just use this one. Okay, let's go with the to do resource. Okay, so let's go to our any of the component. Let's go with our products component. In the last video we have used that one, right? So let's going to add this. We have to define the resource. Okay, so import from the Angular code, that is resource section. This is resource. Let's go and just import it from the core one. So here we have this one. Let's put comma and just add resource. Fine. Okay, after that in the constructor we have to define this, so it will check the effects, right? So in the constructor, let's define this. Okay, so we have to define the effect also in the Angular core. Fine. Okay, so this is done. Okay, let's run this and check the output. Okay, so here we go with this one. Go to this. Okay, here you can see that first page reload sent to the client, value undefined, status 2, error undefined, then the value id1 this, and status 4, that is resolved. So these are the statuses 1 2 3 4, and the error undefined. So here you can see that this is how it will work. Okay, so when they get the value, it will return that data, correct? So this is the same thing. Okay, moving to the next, updating the data locally. The resource API also supports local data updates. How? So here you can see that we have an update to do. So when I do click on this button, then this will return this one, right? So let's take example of that one. Okay, in update to do, this to do dot response dot value dot update. So if not the value return undefined, then return that value title updated. So basically we are going to update the value locally. Update method, modifying the current value of the resource. Okay, so this is the method, and the status changes to local when the data is updated locally. So what would be the output for this one? So after updating, the value should be 1, title updated, completed false, and status local, error undefined. So it will give that one if I just add the button over there. Okay, so if I click on the template here, you can see that I'm going to just add this template. Okay, and this is our component HTML. I'm going to just add like this. Okay, I need the update function, so here I'm going to just add this update, right? And in the component I'm going to just add this method. Okay, error resolved, I suppose, right? So done. If go to the console, here you can see that Page reload send to the client undefined, then get the data. This is the console of the previous one. Okay, after the application reloads, if I go and just check, there is the update function method, right? So here you can see that Angular is running, value undefined, status 2 undefined, then we get the object and status 4. Okay, when I click on the update, so here you can see that updated value object title updated. So here you can see that the data is updated locally. Okay, and the status is 5. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, moving to the next part, right? So explanation, we have already changed the status to the local when the data is updated locally. Okay, so this is how. So it's just giving me the statuses, right? Okay, fetching data from an API now. The resource API integrates seamlessly with the external APIs. Here's an example. So here I'm just adding the to do with the interface. Okay, so let's add the interface on the top of it. Okay, so here we go with our component file and just add the interface on the top of it. Okay, and now I'm going to call an API that is JSON placeholder. So this is the to do resource. I'm going to update with this one, right? So let's update this to do resource in our main file products component.ts, and let's update with this our code. Okay, to do resource. What is happening in this? There is a resource loader with this, just matching the details what exactly it is. I think to do resource is the same name, resource loader, and then with the resource on this one, just remove this. Okay, if I'm just getting this error, just remove this. In the constructor we make it empty and we don't require this. Okay, let's call this function and let's remove this one button. Okay, so here we are doing the API request. The loader function fetches the data from the JSON placeholder API, automatically status updates while the request is in progress, loading. After data is fetched, resolved. So output, it will give you this one. Before the request completes, value undefined, status this, error undefined. And after this, it will give you that data. Okay, so let's see. We have removed that one, so let's add this one, okay, in the component and check that one what exactly the error is. Okay, what it says, the property does not exist on the type product component. Quick fix all detected, right? Fine, let's go and just check on the terminal. So here we go with the data, right? So this is the data will come. Okay, so first it will say the page reloads and the client undefined status 2. Right after the data loads, here you can see that we fetch all the data with the API. Right, status 4, that means resolved. Okay, so this is how we can use the resource API like this. Okay, moving to the next part. Conclusion, Angular 19 Resource API offers a modern and the developer-friendly way to manage the data in the application with built-in support for the asynchronous data fetching, status tracking, and the local updates. The Resource API simplifies common patterns in the front-end development, starting experimenting with the Resource API in Angular 19 to make your application more efficient and maintainable. Okay, any doubt, any query in that, do let me in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.